Hello, everybody, and welcome to Minecraft 1.16.1. We had to scrap our old world, obviously, because there have been so many updates since the last time we posted to YouTube. So, hello, I'm back. Hope everyone is doing well in this interesting situation we all find ourselves in, I'm sure, with COVID-19 and everything else going on in the world. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay myself. But we're starting a new Minecraft world, yeah. So let's get right into it here. Let me show you what we have started so far. We have 2 full cow crushers over here. That's for all of our food and leather needs. I think the design is by Waddles. If so, I'll post a link in the description. So you can check those out. They're super easy to create, very low materials, and you get quite a bit of stuff out of them. The only downside, let's see if we can get kind of close here, is they get pretty loud. So we're not going to spend too much time over there. This is the project that I want to work on mostly today. So far, we've been living in a little hobbit hole over there that we'll get to in just a minute. But I want to create ourselves a little starter house, and we're right by this giant ocean. You can see I've been doing a little bit of work kind of getting things prepared for the first couple episodes here. I kind of just set up a little perimeter here, kind of like a seawall, I think they're called. A seawall? Retainer wall? I don't know. I think it's a seawall though. But basically just a barrier between the ocean and the land. So as the tides tides come in, tides go out, you know, etc., etc. None of that water gets up on the land. So I've started playing around a little bit with that. We'll see if we keep it or not. I don't know. I've been playing around with it in a creative world. I'm having a little bit of trouble making it work, but that's for the future. Today I want to mainly focus on this building, which will be a little kind of like fisherman's house with a little dock attached to it as well. I've laid out a couple pillars just to give myself some handy guides as to the size and what we're building there. But first, I want to go over here and give you the full tour. So over here is where we started our little base. You can see that it is quite literally a hole in the ground. We have our little starter food farm up here for all the wheat. This is also fueling the cow crushers over here. If you don't know how they work, there's basically a bunch of cows stuck in a 1 block little hole, and Minecraft has a let me back up. It has an entity limit per block, I think, is how it works. And once it exceeds that, things start dying, and basically there are hoppers over here that deposit all the stuff they drop into chests right in those 2 little holes in front. So this wheat farm has been fueling that, and that's getting us again leather and food. So we're gonna be pretty good to go. Once we get an enchanting table, we should be able to build all of our books pretty easily using those. And speaking of which, welcome to our little hole in the ground. So where we got our bed, a couple furnaces, and our miscellaneous storage chest. The next couple things I want to do is really get enchanting going, and I also want to get some sort of storage happening as well for us, because right now I can't find anything. I open every single chest that we have basically in order to find a single thing. We have one in here, we have a bunch out here. We got a couple right up here by the wheat farm. These are a little bit more organized. This is mainly all just wood stuff. Some gardening stuff of that nature. So these are kind of organized. This one's it's getting a little precarious, but what are you gonna do? And then we have one over there that I've put all the building materials I think I'll need for this build over here. But again, down here is our kind of hole in the ground. We're smelting up some glass right now. And this goes into the first cave system we ever kind of came across. We haven't found anything crazy. I think there's a spider spawner down there, along with a big ol' mine shaft. So we've gotten a couple things out of here. Like I think we have a name tag already. We do. A couple records, some horse armor, stuff like that. We have an enchanted golden apple too, which is kind of cool. Not super sure exactly what that does yet, but I'm sure we'll figure it out in due time. We got a couple seeds, stuff of that nature. Nothing too crazy. Currently wearing all iron armor as well, so Let's go down here because I know of a place where we might be able to find a couple diamonds. Yeah, so you can hear the spiders. We haven't created a farm out of it yet. I'll make sure to do it on camera in case anyone doesn't know how to make a spider farm. It's relative. Oh, what are you? Get out of my life. Get. Go. How are you down here? Oh. Do we have torches? We do. Okay. There. Problem solved. Let's continue on. So right here, yes, we have our first diamonds of the world, which we will mine up, and we acquire the advancement diamonds. Not only that, there are a couple more right here. So we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that gives us 6 diamonds. That's plenty to work with. We can get a pickaxe, and we can also go and farm up some obsidian and make an enchanting table, and that's going to speed up a lot of the work that I want to do. There's some obsidian right there too. That's good to know. But that's going to speed up a lot of the work that I want to do. There's a bunch of terraforming and stuff. We got to fix the staircase. There's a bunch of terraforming and stuff that I'd like to do. That doesn't go outside. I don't know why there's a giant light. That's slightly ominous. Maybe I didn't do such a great job of lighting all this up. I'm not sure. But we'll take care of that when the time comes. Do I have a sword? I do. Perfect. We'll run up here. This mine shaft is it's pretty precarious still. It's just your basic kind of strip mine at the bottom where I went down to, I believe, Y13, which is kind of the diamond layer. It's where you can find basically any resource down there. So we've already gotten a bunch of redstone. We've already gotten a bunch of lapis. We are set up for enchanting, first off. We just need to get a couple more resources and then we'll be good to go there. There's a massive cave system underneath of our starting location, so we're gonna have to spend a lot of time, probably off camera, lighting all that up in case we want to build mob farms, of course, above ground, because I think they will take a lot of our spawns if we don't light all of that up. You'll also notice that I'm using a shader pack this time around. This is the, I believe it's called BSL shaders. It's kind of pretty. The light is a little bit intense sometimes. But I don't know. It kind of just, I like the lighting for the most part. It makes things look kind of nice. It animates some stuff. Like if you look at these trees, leaves be blowing. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. Don't blow up. Don't blow up. Yes. Don't blow up. Yes. This should do it. Yes. Legendary. Okay. Creeper down. That is actually the pitfall of this cow crusher. It's so unbelievably loud if you go up to it that you can't hear anything else. I've had to rebuild this a couple times because while I was over there feeding the cows, creepers would sneak up on me and I wouldn't even know it until you hear the, the tss, sound of them about to kill you. And then by then it's too late. And luckily it's made out of cobblestone, so I haven't had to wrangle too many cows, I don't think. But it is very loud over there for sure. So now that we have diamonds, let's go ahead and do what we need to do. Actually, do we have sticks on us? We don't have... Oh, we do. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we can do it right here. Let's go ahead and make our first diamond pickaxe. That is not bad. It didn't take too long to find diamonds. I went a bunch of different directions down there in the strip mine and found absolutely nothing, at least no diamonds. And then I broke into that one little hallway and I found some almost immediately. So we have a good start at least. We have some diamonds. We have enough, obviously, for this pickaxe. And we'll also have enough to create a enchanting table as well. But before we get too long in the recording. I want to make sure that we get this house done. So with that, we're going to do something a little bit new on the channel and in the Minecraft series, and we are going to go into a time lapse. Wish me luck. And we're done. Hopefully that time lapse was pretty cool to watch. I did some stuff outside of the time lapse, obviously, just to kind of give it a little bit more detail, kind of spruce it up a little bit. I felt that it looked a little bit too plain at the end of the time lapse, so I wanted to come back in. I can't remember everything I did after the time lapse, but I definitely added in some of these leaves, some hay bale, one hay bale rather, and then I added on this little farm here just to kind of expand this out a little bit, give it a little bit more character, make it feel a little bit more lived in. We added a chimney as well up there. You can see the smoke coming up, and then detailed the dock and added some of these item frames in here as well. Did the smallest amount of terraforming actually, and just kind of made the path a little bit more accessible. It was pretty claustrophobic right in this area. It still kind of is. And I'll probably continue doing little bitty edits here and there, but let's head inside really quick because it's getting pretty dark outside, and get a little bit of sleep. Now that that's out of the way, you can see the insides of the building. Definitely work in progress. I basically just added a couple barrels in here for storage later on. I'm trying to think of a clever way to incorporate an AFK fish farm inside of this building. I don't know if I want to do it on this level. We could potentially dig down and kind of make a basement so that it's a little bit more hidden. But that also might look a little bit weird from the surface. So I don't know. It's something that I'm going to have to play with. If you guys have any suggestions on how to incorporate something like that into this build, please let me know. I'm in desperate need of any help I can get. That log shouldn't be there. Problem solved. It's just that easy. That shouldn't be there either. Oh man, I've got a little bit of cleaning up to do very clearly here on this build. Oh man. Okay. Problem solved. A little bit of damage. That's fine. And then I've also added this little thing. I have no idea what it is really, but just something to add some detail. I put another lantern on there. I really like the lanterns. I haven't gotten to play around with them too much in Minecraft because I took a pretty big break actually. Added some more detail to the roof. Just replaced some of these staircases with some dark oak plank blocks, just to roughen it up a little bit. Yeah, but that's about it really. And I think that's about all the time we have for today as well. I hope you guys did enjoy. That's the outside of the chimney. I want to clean that up too. We're gonna have to clean a lot of stuff up here. We're getting back into the swing of things. We're getting used to building again, but you know, for the first build, pretty happy with it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like if you did, subscribe if you want to see more. Until then, we'll see you next episode.